More bar talk right now on the Brew. Josie Joe here. I am live in the box from Vegas over there talking about food once again. We know how much you guys love to talk about food in the Brew. So here's your foodie topic for this week. What's the best food from a buffet? Buffets aren't open everywhere right now. We know that because of the whole COVID safety thing. And some of you really miss buffets from your comments we're going to see here in just a second. But what's the best food on a buffet? I love a good buffet, especially an all-you-can-eat one. And especially one where it's all-you-can-drink. Okay, we have those around. But Joel, over to you. What's your favorite food from a buffet?
First of all, cheers. If you guys can't see, this beer is upside down. I don't know if they meant to do that because I didn't look at the rest of the pack. Well, I look at the rest of the pack, but you know what I mean.
If you don't want that, I'll take your reject beer. I'll drink it.
No, I'm definitely going to drink it. It's not a reject just because it's upside down. Cheers.
Nice.
Okay, to answer the question, my favorite food at a buffet is the COVID burrito. It's the first thing that people sneeze on right when you get into the line.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Let me go back to my answer before we went live. No, it's anything that's simple, nothing that's complicated. You don't want anything that you can reheat because you know that shit's been sitting out there. And the chefs are specifically just trying to get out as much food as possible. So it's not going to be higher end shit. If you're going for the higher end shit, you're going to be disappointed. So my main point is get something real easy and not something that you have to reheat.
Well, I got to tell you, first off, I love a good casino buffet because usually they're a little bit more upscale or a little higher quality than your normal, roadside tourist attraction, truck stop buffet. So you get a little bit more there. I mean, you pay a little more, but casinos pride themselves a buffet. Unfortunately, most of them are closed right now because of COVID. But two things I love on them. Chicken wings. Usually they're pretty good. And then the second thing is shrimp, but not the peel of the shrimp because I hate sitting there and peeling like 200 shrimp because I'll go to town. But if it's already the pre-peeled stuff, I can just take a big old dollop of it, the bunch of cocktail sauce on there. That's usually pretty good too, but all-you-can-eat buffets, well, that's where you want to be.
They say the one at Caesars is really good, but that's like more upscale. So what Joe is talking about when he talks about buffets and what I'm talking about might be a little different because mine are all casino buffets here. And they're all different quality. So, like, if you're going to a seafood place, like your answer would shrimp, like, that would probably be a little bit different than you would get at, one of the shittier hotels.
There's certain level casino buffets there in Vegas. If you go downtown like Fremont, you pay a lot less. But if you go to Caesars, their buffet, there's prime rib on it and steaks, but it's also like $89 now. I don't think it's that much. It's a lot, though. It's really expensive. Yeah. Then you got to pay for drinks on top of that, which, well, you know how I imbibe. I can knock a few of those back without a problem. So it adds up very quickly. One of my other favorite buffets, though, I love a good Chinese buffet, but a pizza buffet is really good. Where you go to those, there's like, say, 10, 12 different kinds of pizzas. Very, very succulent on that as well. Pizza buffet.
You can get away with trying like 10 different slices of just one single flavor. That actually is a really good answer. I usually get one of those. I'll go with like mac and cheese or potatoes and gravy, like stuff that you get like fresh one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although not CC's Pizza. I see those commercials. Don't know if you have those there in Vegas. But when it's $4.99, it's $4.99 for a reason. You might as well just go get a box of Chef Boyardee from the grocery store and make it at home because I hate to call out brand names, but boy, it's like cafeteria food. But that's
you're effectively just paying for convenience. So if you're cool with that, that's all you're paying for. It's just someone heated up what you found across the street at the Dollar Tree.
Well, you guys had lots of opinions on this one, so let's see what your favorite food from a buffet is. Harsh Voice, he says dumplings if Chinese, samosas if it's Indian, wings if it's American, real Matt treat, prime rib, king crab legs, and peel and eat shrimp from just about any casino on a Las Vegas strip. Hey, Matt treat, wait a minute though. Again, the peel and eat shrimp, they're succulent, they're good, don't get me wrong, but man, the time and effort, like I got a whole dome of shards of shrimp guts on a plate by the time I'm done. It's not a thing. And Joel, I know you don't like shrimp.
Nah, I'm out on the seafood. That's all you guys. But I can verify that Joe is correct. There is usually some carnage left over when he has to touch food.
It's usually any food, not just from a buffet. But
yeah.
Robert Guitar, he says Bulgarian goulash. Richard Poole, my favorite is the kind I put on a plate. Very nice. Chinese is hard to beat. Then again, comfort food is right up there. Well, I got to ask this question because let's talk about Chinese buffets because Chinese buffets in America aren't really totally Chinese buffets because it's not where I have General Tso's chicken and next to it's a cheese pizza, which is pretty much how our Chinese buffets in this country work. So that's like Americanized Chinese, but nice because you get a little sample of everything.
I've never been to one. I'm not huge on Asian food either. But I would have to imagine that they would need to do that to adapt to just stay in business. Because if they went all of their menu, they're probably cutting their customer clientele in half. So I understand why that would be the case.
Yeah, and then the kids too, they're not going to like all the stuff. They're not going to get like the squiggly worm soup or whatever that you can get. So, especially if you're going for the family tone, you got to appease the family as well. Well, Tony, he says, Good and Plenty Restaurant in Smoketown, Pennsylvania is the ultimate buffet experience easily, thanks to the tip. Barbara says, went to Miller's in Lancaster 2 weeks ago. Everything was perfect. They had hand sanitizer and asked everyone to put on a glove while taking from the buffet. Then you threw the glove away on the way back to the table. Question on that. So a lot of buffets are closed, but these two are in Pennsylvania. It sounds like they adapted, though, by giving you a single-service glove. Maybe that's safe. I still worry about people sneezing on it, though, and stuff. But I don't know. At least they're trying.
Yeah, I'm sure that works if everybody does it. But the problem is, like, do you police that? How do you police that? How do you make sure? I don't know. There's so many factors that go into that. I would not go to a buffet right now. I'll just say that. Yeah, we'll wait on that one. That could be one of the things like malls or movies. Like, it's not that necessary.
That's kind of where I'm at, too, right now. I don't know. I've seen kids, poke too many things in that chocolate fondue fountain at the Golden Corral. So you get a little,
right.
Pencils, daddy's car keys, all kinds of things. Well, Alan comments, he says, I don't think buffets will be a thing anymore, at least without an employee serving you. And Carrie's got the final comment, I'm a buffet hater. Way back in college, I saw a kid at a buffet take a scoop of pudding, put it on his plate, lick the serving spoon, and return the spoon to the pudding supply. That was my last buffet experience 20-ish years ago. Yes, I can see why that would absolutely turn somebody off.
Yep, and you know what? Everybody has one of those experiences in their life. It may not be a buffet, but for her, it happened at the buffet. That's the one thing that ruined it for her. That's fine. There's that one thing that ruins everything for somebody.
I have a funny buffet story I totally forgot about that's going right now. When I was like 7 or 8 years old, there was a restaurant called Bonanza back home in Western Pennsylvania. It's a chain. It's not much around like it used to be. Ponderosa bought them out. And it was a steakhouse, but they had a food buffet. Well, I went to the ice cream section. I wanted an ice cream sundae. Now, I was a dipshit little kid. So instead of putting ice cream in the bowl, I didn't realize I was dolloping in whipped cream and then added sprinkles and Hershey syrup on top. So I got back to the table and had myself several scoops of whipped cream until my grandmother was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm having ice cream. She's like, is it cold? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, you're eating a bowl of whipped cream. Stupid kid. I know.
Damn kids and their knowledge of nothing.
This is my same grandmother, by the way, who would take wingdings from the buffet and put them in her purse because she wanted to eat them later and would never ask like a to-go box. She would just take wingdings from a plate, then like casually shove them in her purse and then go home with it later. But if we'd go shopping afterwards, she'd stop at a store, like pull out money covered in grease, and her whole purse would be totally covered in grease because she wanted these stupid wingdings. And that was her way of like gaming the system. Oh, I got all these wingdings. It's like, yeah, but you pretty much threw chicken in your purse. And that's it.
Her decision-making levels are on that of that TV show Mom, that Anna Faris does.
Yeah.
The mom is like, just like that. What are you thinking?
My grandmother grew up in the Depression, and you had to do what you had to do. And she turned the tables on the all-you-can-eat. We must apologize to Ponderosa Corporation because, well, she took all your wingdings from the Richland Mall location in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. There we go. So there's your fun story about buffets. If you guys got any, hit Joel and I up. And also click on the like or subscribe button down below for all the fun here on the Big Jersey 50 YouTube channel. Oh, wait, we got a live comment. The best food I've ever had at a buffet may be fresh sliced pork belly. And that's from, and bacon. Pork belly and bacon. Oh, all right. Hit that like, subscribe button down below. Anyhow.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what, though? That is nice, though, because a lot of buffets do put that big pile of bacon, so you want to be like the big man. You can go and have, like, normally when you're at home, you'll cook 4 strips of bacon, but when you're, at the truck stop buffet, well, now you're having 20, 25 strips of bacon, and it's all good.
Because they can just go out back and kill another cow, throw that motherfucker, or kill another pig. They can put burger, bacon, fucking anything they want, pork, whatever. Big ass pile of meat. Humans, for all you know.
It just changes over every hour in the hour. It just becomes some other mystery.
Whatever animals out there, get thrown on.
And you just go on for another round. Well, you want to go on for another? We'll see you guys here next time. Jersey Joe, I am a box saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, I hope.